Everything that you say during the course of a campaign should lead to a destination. That destination is the contrast you'll make with your opponent in the final days of the election season. The final closing argument that gives the voters a compelling reason to vote for you or against your opponent. Something that defines the choice for voters in 70 words or less, in language that is stark and crystal clear. Americans will be hearing the closing arguments of the presidential race during the next 2 weeks. The election will tell us who had the better. If you plan to run for office someday, it's a good time to learn from what you see. The larger point of this video is to explain how to formulate an effective close if you plan to run for office. It begins at the outset of your campaign, and it starts with questions you should ask yourself. Why you? What about your background qualifies you to hold public office? What are your fundamental notions of right and wrong, the values near and dear to you from which you'll never waver? What is it that you're going to do for your country or jurisdiction that your opponent cannot do, will not do, or has failed to do? How are you going to do these things you say you will? What story can you tell that lets voters know that you mean what you say, that they can trust you to do what you say you will? What is the evidence or the proof that voters will never get from your opponent what they can get from you? What is the final argument you'll make that summarizes the case for you in less than 70 words? The time to answer these questions is at the outset of a campaign, before you begin your journey. The better and more complete your answers, the more disciplined your message will be. The more disciplined your message, the more convincing your closing argument will be. And the more likely it is that you'll win the day. I'm Jay Townsend.